My grandfather telling me, God rest his soul, before he passed away, that men have 4 different appetites that you have to tend to. He said men are not complicated. He said, I'm just going to break it down to you. He told me, he said, men have a physical appetite, a visual appetite, a sexual appetite, and an emotional appetite. And for a minute, I really didn't understand it when I was younger, but as I got older, it really started to click. It always stayed with me. He said, physically, you need to make sure that you know how to cook. And if you don't know how to cook, then find out how to cook. And if you can't, then at least have a meal on the stove or in the stove. By the time he gets there, that's warm, especially if that man is taking care of the household. He said, it don't take a lot of work. He said it don't. And I watched my grandmother do it. I watched her do it, so I know that I'm capable. He said a visual appetite. He said, keep yourself up. He said, if you're the only woman that this man is going to be with, at least keep yourself up. He said, because men still need to be stimulated visually, so that way they can crave you. Right. He said, and he said, love will still be there. He said, and although your looks will fade, you're the one woman that he wants to look at. Give him something. Excite him. Make him imagine something. Tease him. Right? And then there's the sexual. My grandfather told me, he said that, yes, visually you can stimulate a man. He said, but don't forget that men are sexual in nature. He said, and so they're going to want to do what they want to do to their woman. You're the only woman that he's sleeping with. You're the only woman that he desired. Take some time out of y'all day. He said, look, if y'all got to share the responsibilities, share the responsibilities. You both do things in the house, so that way when the kids are down, y'all both can bathe and oil each other down and do what y'all need to do. He said, that's going to help y'all connect. An emotional appetite. He said, all men want to feel is appreciated, understood, heard. That's it. He said, just listen to him. You don't got to talk much. Just listen. He always told me that men are not that complicated.
Not at all.
He's absolutely right.
Yo, shout out to Keita Rose. I've done, I think, a reaction to a couple of her videos. She has some good talking points. You know, I appreciate that. And y'all know I've addressed this. She hit it right on, you know. Taking advice, you know, OG knew what he was talking about. This is coming from way back when. Forget this modern woman, but just the traditional woman, just understanding that fit, feminine, cooperative, you know, the man has an appetite. We're voracious. We have to devour. We have to see that. And this is your golden ticket. I always talk about the golden ticket on this channel. Ladies who are watching, once you understand that, and if you deprive a man of these things, then he's going to go search for it elsewhere. As long as you're providing these things, which you can say it's not that difficult. Men, it's so many women like, men are so complicated. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. It's mostly visual, baby. It's mostly visual. And as long as you keep that up, like she said, the whole give him something to look at, like that sexual part of it, emotionally, he just needs to be heard. He doesn't want to be belittled, doesn't want to have you compare him to another man. Like, it's not really that much that he's asking for. And as long as you keep that man interested, when I say keep him interested, you just keep looking like that same woman that he came across in the first place. He's not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You keep the little man, you know, with flat tires at all times. You don't have to worry about that. You putting it on good, buddy, on the regular. You don't have to worry about none of the foolishness. You know, you keep just cooking was like, I think I reacted to a Bandman Kevo video where he was talking about Dime doesn't cook, Dime doesn't clean. She just want to order Uber Eats and things like that. If you can't cook, at least learn to. You know what I'm saying? Or at least have some food ready waiting on him. Even if you do have to order it. You feel me? Have some food waiting, his favorite dish waiting. But it's more intimate when you make it and serve it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some women understand this. Some women want to fight and argue and be on the time of a man. And I want to be like a man. I shouldn't have to do that. Baby. The older generation got it. Newer generation is just like chicken nuggets and Capri Sun. Or here's your Lunchable. Call it a night. You know. I want to give him, like, don't even be wanting to have sex. It's just like, I'm just here, a cold dead fish. I showed up. I don't know. You can see why. I'm not saying that old heads didn't cheat. Definitely not saying that, but give a man something to look forward to. And you ladies like, JR, they need to give us something to look forward to. Hey, that's not what the topic of this is right now. That's not what she's talking about. So ladies, these simple things, satisfying that appetite, and you're golden. If he goes outside of this, or he goes outside the limits of these things, of what's, your relationship, and you were providing these things, then he's dead ass wrong. You just got you a dude who's insecure and just is basically wants everything. He's not content. He doesn't need to be in a relationship. He just needs to be in the streets doing his thing. He doesn't need a good woman. He's not entitled to a good woman. Just my thoughts, man. Let me know what you guys think, though. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Cali and Linktree to book that one-on-one with yours truly. Subscribe to this channel. Hit all notifications. Yo, let's run this up to 100,000, man. That's the next goal. Run it up to 100K. Subscribe to my backup channel, like I said. Subscribe to the Hustlers Apprentice channel. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you guys back. Make sure you guys are checking out every Monday and Thursday, the Cuff and Reason Show and the Fried Chicken and Communion Podcast. Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you guys there. With that being said, listen, this is wisdom. Peace be upon you all. The mercy and blessings of the Almighty. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.